All right, so I'm on. If you were on Twitter today, you probably saw this video going around. It's got like an absurd amount of views. What is it? It's got 4.3 million views from CNN. Brianna Keller, a CNN anchor, tweets out, "A gallon of milk was $1.99. Now it's $2.79 when you buy." Oh wait, that's giving away the whole. Let me actually play the video first, and then we'll get to the tweet. Because that's giving away the big reveal part. That's hilarious. All right, so let me restart here. So if you were on Twitter today, you probably came across this CNN segment that was tweeted out by the anchor in this clip I'm about to play about inflation. Let's play this clip. It went viral. I think it's got almost like 5 million views on Twitter. Let's play this clip. See if you can notice anything weird about it.
As the U.S. experiences lingering high inflation and severe constraints on the supply chain, families are being forced to deal with the consequences in their everyday lives. Evan McMorris Santoro is live for us in New York City right now. Evan, you spoke with one couple about how this new economic reality is affecting how they feed their kids. What did they tell you?
Well, Brianna, that's right. The important thing about this inflation right now is, there's a lot of reasons why it's happening, but the important thing is where it's actually hitting. And it's hitting things like the cost of shelter, the cost of gasoline, like where I am at this gas station behind me. Gas is up more than $1 since last year. And here in Manhattan.
I just want to say, what do you think is the reason for the gas thing? What was going on last year? What was going on last year, 2020, that possibly could have affected the price of gas? I mean, when something is in demand, price goes up. When something is not in demand, price goes down. So I'm assuming gas was not in demand last year. Trying to put my finger on why gas would be more expensive than last year. Do you guys remember what was going on last year? I can't remember. Maybe people weren't traveling so much last year. Maybe people were sort of like hunkered down in their homes for some reason or another last year, which would have required, gas stations to lower the price of gasoline so they could get it, so they could sell it. And I don't know, but maybe I'm not really onto something. Maybe I'm just looking at something when there's nothing there. I don't know about you guys.
Up more than that, but up more than 20 cents from even last month. And the other thing that inflation is affecting right now is food prices. These are things that you have to buy. So I went to Kennedale, Texas, to go shopping with a family to talk about what this actually means to live in America right now.
All right, let's go tackle this.
What does inflation mean for American families? This is the story of the Stotlers' weekly shop.
Good to see you guys.
Good to see you.
We have 2 biological kids, and then my wife and I have a big heart for adoption, so we adopted a sibling group of 2, then 3, then 1, and then we have a kid living with us right now who's kind of in a foster situation.
It feels like money isn't going as far as it used to.
Okay, let's see what we can do. I think probably in June, it was about $1 is worth $1. So now that dollar is worth about 70 cents. All right, now
I want to say that's not true. It wasn't even basic fact checking. That's not true. That's not true. There's websites where you can check that and see how much $1 was worth. When did she say?
probably in June, it was about $1 is worth $1.
Okay, in June, $1 is worth $1. I'm on one of those websites right now. We could check this out right now. Here we go. I'm going to take a screenshot and pull this up for you right now. And again, I don't care about these people in this segment. They're inconsequential to this. I'm hitting CNN for the terrible journalism here. She's saying $1 was $1. Let's just rehear this here.
Okay, let's see what we can do. I think probably in June, it was about $1 worth $1. So now that dollar is worth about 70 cents.
Wrong. Wrong. I just did the calculator on the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. The CPI inflation calculator uses the consumer price index for all urban consumers, U.S. city average series for all items, not seasonally adjusted. This data represents changes in the prices of all goods and services purchased for consumption by urban households. $1 in June has the same buying power as $1 and a penny in September. Let's continue.
All right.
Not corrected by CNN, I want to point out.
We're moving on to dairy, which is right there. We started seeing everything going up. Grocery prices went up. Gallon of milk was $1.99. Now it's $2.79.
Where are you buying $1.99 milk? Well, they're in Texas somewhere, right? The Stotlers. I mean, maybe milk is on sale sometime. Maybe you get a good coupon from Walmart or something. But that's the thing with deals, right? They're temporary. They're limited time. They're to get you in the store so they could sell you other stuff that's not on sale. $1.99 milk is not the usual price for milk. In fact, someone looked it up and found that the last time, let me pull this up here. The last time milk was $1 was so far back, I don't even think it's on this graph. Here. Yeah. Going as far back as possible, milk prices in 1995, $2.50. Adjusted for inflation, it was $4 then. Milk prices today are around what? Around $3.25, give or take. $1.99 milk. Again, I'm sure it happens, but that's not the ordinary, regular sales price. You got a deal somewhere, or you clipped a coupon.
We started seeing everything going up. Grocery prices went up. Gallon of milk was $1.99. Now it's $2.79. Well, when you buy 12 gallons a week times 4 weeks, that's a lot of money.
12 gallons of milk a week. Now remember, a lot of people focused on the 12 gallons of milk a week. It's a lot. It's a fucking lot. It's a lot of milk. 12 gallons of milk. I got 2 kids. And we don't go through, I don't think we go through a full gallon in a week. Probably a gallon every week and a half, 2 weeks. And that's only really because they like their chocolate milk. And their cereal. But 12 gallons of milk a week. Now remember, they got 9 kids. So I guess it makes sense. But it also makes me question, why did CNN decide this is the family to put as the face of the inflation problem they're saying, even though I just showed you there is none. But if that's even their storyline, why would a family with 9 kids, 7 of them being foster kids, be the family that you put in there to represent the average American's woes? This is mind-blowing to me. Like, this is ridiculous. Also, I highly doubt that if this was like a black or brown family with 9 kids, or even more than like 4 kids, and even 4 kids that were complaining about the ability to afford things for their 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 children, I think the way this package would have been put together would have been a lot different. I don't think it would have been done, period. But if a package was put together, I can guarantee you the storyline would not be poor American family struggling to get by with inflation. It would be why the fuck this family having so many kids. Let's continue here though.
That's what I'm talking about. Thanks, brother.
Again, this is what they buy every week.
If you want to get any of these that are $1.79, you can pick 5 boxes worth.
Grocery shopping means tough choices right now.
We're not
Also,
buying the most healthy stuff.
if you're buying for 9 people, you should be going to bulk places if you're looking to save money. Why aren't you at a Costco or BJ's or whatever, a wholesale, buy online at wholesale price, bulk orders or whatever? 9 kids plus the 2 of you, that's enough for bulk orders. Why are you spending, I just saw the pricing on the cereals you're buying. Why are you spending $4 on a box of cereal if you got 9 kids to feed? Also, another thing that's being left out here, if you got foster kids, and they said that they've adopted some of them, but some of them are foster kids, you get paid for that too. So, I mean, they're making money out of this too. So, again, not the good thing that they're doing, checking out foster kids, taking care of foster kids. I think that's a good thing, obviously. My point is why CNN chose this family to put in this position as the American family struggling. Like I just pointed out, they're getting money for taking care of the foster kids. I'm sure. Again, they got 9 kids. This doesn't make any sense.
Prices have gone way up, but I feel kind of guilty sometimes we can't afford the really good things that would be healthier also.
Okay, so P.F. Chang's is like the elite. So let's
You mean
look
elite price or elite
like
quality?
both.
Okay, so no.
So so where are the family size meals?
Why are you buying frozen foods? Like, listen, I get that frozen food is, I grew up on frozen food. I get why people with lots of kids or any kids buy frozen food. It's easy, quick to do. But 9 kids frozen food, you want to save money, you don't buy frozen food for 9 kids. Jesus. This whole thing is unbelievable. And, you know, it's even worth continuing after the
Bottlers
milk
keep
thing.
a close eye on their budget, and they shop deals.
This is 20 ounces. How many ounces is that? 24, so get that one.
Krista,
You buy the big ketchup bottle if you got 9 kids. Trust me. This is like ridiculous. They're terrible shoppers. That's what it seems like to me.
loves a coupon.
Buy this and get Rotel and chips free, is what it's supposed to be.
But these days, the family grocery list and the money they carefully plan to spend,
You're getting the 4-pack of the in-store bakery goods.
sometimes don't match.
We're at $90 already, and we've got
Like,
about
listen, I'm not shaming these people for how they live. I don't think you should be able to eat what you will, live whatever you want. My point here is that this is seen as an example of the woes of an average American family, this family of 9. And also, it's not inflation they're dealing with. I should point out that I looked into this family. And if you're wondering what's going on here, well, the dude, the guy, the father with the big Santa Claus beard, just a few months ago, he was writing Facebook messages about how the last time gas was this high, a Democrat was president. Makes you think, huh? Wonder if there's something ideological here with this whole not only segment but this family's beef here. Also, as someone else pointed out, their house in Texas costs $500,000 and has a pool and 3 living rooms. And the couple own a brokerage, a real estate brokerage. I mean, in the segment, you could see their pool, actually. Someone points out. Here, let me pull this up here. Like, They got a pool. I don't have a pool. Do you guys have a pool in the back of your mansion that could house 9 kids? Like, listen, good for them for adopting and fostering kids. Shame on CNN for this piece, for this segment. And here's the thing, too. They're refusing to take responsibility for it. They're refusing to admit they did a shitty work. They did shoddy journalism. Look, here, let me share my screen here and zoom out. So here's the original tweet that went viral. A gallon of milk was $1.99. Now it's $2.79. When you buy 12 gallons a week times 4 weeks, that's a lot of money. Brianna Kellar, anchor for CNN, says, Evan McMorris Santoro goes grocery shopping with the Stotlers and shows us how badly inflation is hitting the middle class. That is not a middle class family. I'm sorry. If you own a real estate brokerage and have a $500,000 home in Texas with a pool and 3 living rooms, and you have the financial abilities to foster and adopt and have 9 total children, I'm sorry. Again, kudos for them to doing that. People with their money, more people with their money should be doing that without complaining about how hard it is, because again, you are willingly putting yourself in this situation, obviously. But look, she doubles down throughout. Here's what she does since tweeting this out earlier today. First of all, the reporter in the story, she retweets, truly remarkable the number of assholes on here attempting to dunk on a charming family who lays out how it feels to shop with price rises. Very wise and cool tweets. Glad you're all weathering the economy so well. Everyone shitting on this segment was pointing out that this is not the average family. In fact, the majority would have been saying that they are in a tougher position. So the fact that he says glad they're all weathering the economy so well. This is a poorly produced segment. If it was not done purposefully, which I would doubt, honestly, then everyone involved in this segment should be ashamed of themselves. Truly remarkable the number of assholes on here. No one's dunking on the family, who, by the way, again, from what we found out, they probably have alternative reasons for doing this. Ideological, for sure. But you're the one who put them on screen, and you're the one who gave them the opportunity. So no one's dunking on them. They're dunking on your horrible segment here. But they continue here, obviously. Someone said, how do you even drink 1.7 gallons of milk per day? That's over a cup and a half every waking hour. Did you watch the piece? In addition to their 2 biological children, they have adopted 5 kids and are fostering 1. Okay. That's a lot of milk still. And this was a great point. We shouldn't diminish what this family is feeling, said a critic. I'm just confused. If they're a typical middle-class family, American family, they should be getting $200 to $300 per kid in child tax credit, thanks to the Biden administration. With 7 kids, that is $1,400 to $2,100 per month. And Brianna says, the child tax credit has been essential for them, and they're very thankful for it. It spared mom and dad from taking on second jobs. Bullshit second jobs. They own a brokerage, please. Second jobs. And helped offset the rising cost of food, gas, and utilities. But they're still feeling the squeeze on their grocery bill. Your segment did not mention the child tax credit being a help, did it? Unbelievable. Um, Kevin Cruz points out, wait, when was a gallon of milk last going for $1.99? He's who put that chart up. And Brianna says, I take it you don't buy your milk at Walmart with coupons or on deal days. Then that means that milk was not usually $1.99, blowing up your whole segment. If something is on sale for a limited time, you have a coupon or a deal or a temporary in-store sale, then that is at the average price, which means they should be expecting milk to usually be $2.79, and they got lucky going in on a day where there was a coupon or an in-store deal. Like, that doesn't defend your segment. Oh, and she pulls out the a Walmart screenshot, and someone else points out, not to take away from their experience, but they get food delivered. That's increased costs, delivery charges, and tip. If they're really struggling, they wouldn't be able to afford that kind of service. I disagree with that, but Brianna says they delivered from Walmart. It's a $7.95 delivery charge. The store is located a decent distance from their house. Considering the cost of gas and their savings on milk, it's actually an economic choice. I have no problem with that one. I don't think delivery charges, I mean, again, I don't think buying frozen food or any of this stuff really matters, but I'm pointing out like the idea that you would do this with 9 kids and that would make you an average family, average middle class family. Brianna also says manufacturers have cut back on coupons and sales because of costs. I mean, again, that's not the average price. I don't know if that's true even. And her final tweet on the matter, look, the silver lining here is that a lot of people who have never had to shop around for the store with the cheap milk are now, never mind. No. You, Brianna Keller, and anchor Evan McMorris Santoro, and the rest of the CNN people involved with producing this segment, you are the ones out of touch for looking at this family who owns a $500,000 home with a pool and 3 living rooms and 9 kids and all this other stuff that puts them well out of line with a middle-class family in America. And you are out of touch for looking at their claim about inflation, which I just showed you is a bullshit, misinformed, disinfo claim to begin with, and putting this on air. You are the ones out of touch. And here someone found that Facebook post from the guy in the family about I haven't paid this much for fuel since the last time a Democrat was in the White House. Horrible piece. Completely wrong on the facts and the merits. And they're trying to make it seem like they're the ones in touch with the middle class. This is just like that segment I did just a few months ago where I compiled all the clips of the CNN, various CNN segments about how they interviewed all these poor small business owners to discuss how, the unemployment, the extended unemployment because of COVID from the Biden administration, it's really doing a number on these small business owners. And they interviewed all these small business owners saying, we can't compete with the unemployment. Just bring these people back. And now we know also, we knew then, because I did my segment then and called out the bullshit. We now know for 100% sure, indisputably, from a mainstream media perspective, but everyone with a half a brain cell knew back then, too, that was bullshit, too, because there hasn't been this huge, amazing hiring spree, and still small businesses are not, hiring people, and there's been how many cases that you could just see online from people who do apply to these jobs and then are told that their wages are lower than they advertised and the hours are lower than they advertised, because it's all bullshit. It was all just a way for small business owners to punish employees who decided that they were not going to work during the pandemic because they felt like they were getting a handout while these same small businesses were rolling in PPP money, which was supposed to go towards their employees. Absurd. And CNN ran that shit the months and months ago too. No accountability from CNN. Or they did exactly what they set out to do. And here this is all over again. A new agenda, Biden administration, all the prices are rising. Also, I love the focus on the milk. How many families are really struggling with, let's say this is even true. How many families are really struggling with the couple dollars, not even dollars, literally a couple of quarters that milk went up, or the lack of buy one get one free coupons at the supermarket for potato chips, or the buy one get one half off for the frozen foods. How many families is that the major issue, and not the rising prices of rent all across the country? Never real. God forbid we do that. God forbid we discuss that one. God forbid we do the student loan crisis, right? Like, that's not the major issue. The real issue is the couple extra bucks each week, not the couple extra hundreds of dollars on multiple different things like rent and student loans that we have to pay every month.